What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with another video for 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. In today's video, we're going to be touching on 3 important tips that I got for you all to improve your win rate when it comes to those deathmatch bosses. Now, I know what you guys are going to say, right, Childish? The game's been out for like 2 months. Everybody knows how to do deathmatch. What are you doing? What are you talking about here? Actually, they don't. As you guys know, Red Gother came out this week, and so a lot of people are getting the chance to use some of the strongest units in the game. And as you guys know, we got a lot of events going on. Everybody's leveling up characters, so taking advantage of those random death matches with random people here is very, very important. So what I wanted to do today is not really share tips on stuff that you should already know, but some of the stuff that may have been overlooked. So if any of this has been helpful for you, please do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will continue to provide content for you guys. Now, the first thing that I want to touch on for this tips is going to be rotating the weak cards on round 1. Now, I know there's specific demon bosses that you can go into. You can control the fight from top to bottom, right? Like let's talk about Red Demon, right? You really don't have to focus too much as long as somebody has a CC. But there are going to be stronger matches here: the Gray Demon, the Crimson Demon, respectively. That it does assist you by basically getting your weaker cards moved out here, so that if you didn't get the RNG when it comes to that 7th card on the left side here, you can hopefully get the cards that you're looking for, possibly a go through rank up or whatnot for either you or your teammate here. And when you rank those up, you're going to be able to get yourself possibly a little bit better cards, the next go around when it comes to the next rotation of cards here. So I see it quite a bit here. People are just basically spamming whatever kind of cards they have available, and they don't take full advantage of the strength of Gother and his ranking up ability by basically just getting rid of the cards and hoping for some better cards, so that when you get like damage dealing cards, especially, so that when you get the perfect rank up card, you can go ahead and combine it alongside your teammate if they have Gother as well, and you can be able to just do a ton of damage because everybody's loading up those rank 3 cards real quick. Okay. Next thing that is definitely a very, very important topic that I want to hit up, and I think it's very, very overlooked here. Okay. Understanding the meta units, even if you do not have them. Okay. Now, of course, I think this is a good thing for me to point out here, because again, this is kind of like a flaw for me, even though I do a lot of, understanding of the game and to do a lot of research here. One of the things that I personally overlooked the first time I jump into a match when it comes to Escanor, even though I studied the unit, inside and out, is the branding like effect, the ability to put on that ignite effect to allow your opponent to do more damage, right? If you're one of those fortunate few that didn't get a chance to pull Escanor, you literally just, wanted to summon for him because everybody says to summon for him, right? Well, one of the things you might have overlooked is the fact that it has that ignite effect. So, it actually will benefit you if you're going up against a specific deathmatch here, and your partner your teammate has that Escanor effect. If he's going to be doing, his specific ability that provides that ignite effect, obviously you're going to want to go ahead and let him attack first, because you want to get full value out of your damage dealing cards by allowing that ignite to land and then do that intentional 10% damage there, because you decided to wait after he utilized his skill here. So just kind of keep that in mind. Again, that's just one simple example here that we want to take advantage of. I feel like a lot of people out there, they just focus on the units that they have available, which is obviously that's what they control. So I get that, but you should have a good understanding of what are some of the common units that people use, the meta units that people use, so that even if you don't have them, how their team should work. And that plays dividends when you get your teams all set up and everything like that, because again, if you see the way his team is set up and you got specific units that might synergize well, but you're not normally using using it in your party, you can go and switch a couple of things around, and then obviously talk to him if you want to, so you can kind of get the idea of what you want to do here. Okay. Next one, and this one I know for a fact this is extremely overlooked. Okay, so and this kind of goes inside along the second one, talking about how you understand the units, their abilities, their potential damage, so on and so forth. So number 3 is knowing that ultimate attacks are essentially reshuffleable. And what I mean by that is that if you do a significant amount of damage, right, and maybe your last skill from you or your party member is going to be an ult, if you happen to kill the boss before your ult is used, you'll notice that all your skills and abilities go away, except for the like support buffs. If you got a buff or you got a heal, those will get casted, but every other damage dealer card will go away. Yes, your ultimate will go away, but if you don't utilize it in that round, it will get reshuffled into your deck, and you will see it in the next rotation of cards here. Why is that important? Because there's going to be specific bosses that you're going to be able to fight here, and maybe you're on the 4 or 5, maybe you're real close, you're not really sure if you're going to be able to do enough damage here. So if you have the choice of doing a couple of damage dealing cards and an alt, you want to load up with those regular damage dealing cards and finish off with the alt versus leading off with the alt and doing the damage cards, because if you kill it with the alt, all the other, you know, rank 2, rank 3 damage cards respectively, those will get wasted here. But if you happen to take out a unit with those rank 2 or rank 3 cards, and then you still have your alt just to kind of be, you know, like a safe card, and it doesn't get used, then that will get shuffled in for the next phase so that you can use it for another heavy hitter ability for that specific phase here. So I want to point that out right now. Again, one of the things that I overlooked when I first started this game here is the understanding of damage and how much can be done with specific units. Again, going back to point number 2, understanding those meta units, even if you don't have them right, so, like units like SR Red Elizabeth here, I didn't understand the full damage potential that she had before I got her, and I was wasting a ton of cards. Even though these guys had 2 rank 3 skills and abilities loaded up, and you know, between her passive and everything, you know, she would be literally 2-shotting red demon phases here. It was crazy. It was crazy how good it was here. So again, those are 3 just big important things that I think for the most part do get overlooked a little bit here. But again, I highly encourage you guys, especially for the few of you that are just supporting me, regardless of if I'm providing stuff for beginners out there, intermediate players out there. I can't talk intermediate. I can't talk today. Do me a favor, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Think about the different types of tips that you have for the community when it comes to the deathmatch bosses that are constantly overlooked here, okay? Because Lord knows you and I are getting real tired of jumping into a rando match and wondering why in the world is somebody kicking you out before you even get a chance to talk with them or connect with them. Okay, that's really important, and I highly encourage you guys to take advantage of these steps here. Okay, the last one is not really one of the tips that I want to show, but I think this is very important for you, because once you get a good grasp, okay, of what you got going on, you're going to go ahead. This might be something that you can take full advantage of here. So obviously, I hope I hope you guys by now have yourselves a Knighthood. Obviously, if you're super new to the game, you have to wait to get to a specific episode so you can get to it. But one of the things that I want to point out here is the shop. Okay, is the shop when it comes to your specific Knighthood here. And one of the things that people haven't taken advantage of here is in this level 4 category here, when your Knighthood is level 4, is specific foods that actually improve or give you bonuses for your pieces, the mats that you're looking for. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, there's actually specific food here that you could purchase to improve the amount of horns, wings, and ears that you can obtain through those specific deathmatch botches here. Why is that important? Because as you guys know, we've had every couple of weeks here, we've had like huge events here providing a wide variety of materials or different types of specific events that maybe force us to build a new unit. Right when we got this final boss game coming out, everybody's talking about Elaine, everybody's talking about Green Liz. I mean, a lot of units out there that you're looking to build for specific things. Well, you might realize real quick that if you're focusing on a lot of units, you don't have those kind of resources to get it. But if you are a person that can constantly clear the extreme bosses on specific demons, I personally believe that these are going to be very beneficial for you. I know that this could get a little costly, buying 3 of them for specific dungeons every single day. But again, I completely feel that this is 100% worth if and only if you are clearing extreme bosses, and you can do it with a high amount of consistency. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. This is not something that I recommend for you if you're just doing normal or hard, because again, the higher the difficulty of the boss, the greater the amount of pieces you can get. I know for a fact that I've gotten 16 pieces of different horns or ears or wings utilizing this specific food here. And again, this is something that you can purchase every single day. You could purchase 3 food every single day. And am I saying you need to purchase all 3 of these every single day so you can stack up? No, definitely not, because you're not going to have enough coins to go ahead and get it done. But what I am saying is that if you are super low on a specific one, and you're like, hey, you know what, like I don't have a lot of time to do random ones, I really need to get a specific amount of pieces so I can work on something, get it done right away. This is going to be a great way to do it. Again, taking full advantage if you can only clear extreme. Again, if you're one of those people out there that have all the time in the day, you could just sit back, farm, and take advantage of all those randoms, then go for it. But I highly encourage you to go ahead and take advantage of this if you are able to do the extreme bosses. And let me put it out there before I forget, because I know someone's going to comment in the chat here. This is not something that I would recommend using with randos. Okay, I'm going to recommend using it with your guildmates, because the guildmates are the people that you constantly raid with. You constantly understand how they go, their team strategy, you know, how they work with you. So I would not use this for a random match here, especially if you don't know what your opponent is rocking, what your opponent is capable of. Okay, so that's going to be it for those. I mean, it's the last random thing here, and this is again another universal thing. This is just stuff that's kind of spitting off my head. I want to remember this. If you have a chance, okay, to do these boss battles here, you know, you get it open here. You open up your 6 boss battles, and you're ready to go. I hope that you guys understand that even though it is great to do those random bosses here, they're here. I hope that you guys understand you really should be taking advantage of every single opportunity you can to go with a guild member here, right? Remember that not only are these pieces utilized for leveling up your units or evolving your units or whatnot, limit breaking them, but they're also utilized to go ahead and rank up your knighthood, right? So if you think about it, if every single member here is taking all of their boss battles and actually utilizing them with their guild, that's basically, you know, 2 times, right? You know, you and your partner being able to get those extra pieces here, not only to work on your units, but also to provide it as a contribution for your guild so you can level up your. While as if you're choosing some random person, your friend, sure, he might be reliable and maybe there's no one available in your guild, but if you have the choice between just some random person here and Korean Cheeks, and you got to go with Korean Cheeks. No, so funny enough here, yeah, Korean Cheeks is actually one of my friends. That's go funny. So yeah, I'll get into that in a minute here, but yeah, that's literally the last thing that I want to throw you guys your way. And maybe what I'll go ahead and do, just to finish off the video, let's see if I can put my knowledge here to test here. So Korean Cheeks, longtime supporter of the channel here. Looks like he is running this team right now. Again, Demon Meliodas is obviously a really strong unit here. Since he has that Merlin, I'm gonna go ahead and run my Arthur here. So we'll go ahead and slap this on. We'll use Merlin in the sub slot here, and then we'll basically leave everything else, and we won't change anything else here. Now, I do want to recommend, if you guys don't use it already here, okay, Red Liz, really strong unit. That passive ability to go ahead and get yourself heals is going to be really good, but sometimes your heals, you know, between Merlin or whatever like that is not always available. So take full advantage of the lifesteal food. Take advantage of whatever food you need, because I feel like even to this day, there's people out there that are not, you know, using this specific food to get it done here. And then for those people out there, man, this went from like top 3 tips to like 10 tips here. Okay, if you are one of those people out there, okay, that are not using the food to go ahead and get, you know, improve the game, then go ahead and take advantage of the gold food. That's a free-to-play food that you can obtain to get yourself a little bit more gold here, and especially if you can farm the extreme stages here, that's just free gold at the end of the day. 6 stages, I think you get what, something like in the vicinity of like 18 to 20,000 gold. So again, if you're literally getting an additional, you know, 100,000, 60,000, 100,000 gold there, that you know, that stuff adds up. That stuff adds up definitely here. So okay, let's go ahead and see what it does. Again, we're gonna take this philosophy. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me go ahead and let him know. I'm gonna take this time to go ahead and strategize here. So normally, this is so funny, I'm breaking my rule. Normally I wouldn't do this, but this is one of those exceptions where I kind of want to show it. Most people wouldn't do this, but this is Crimson Demon. Let me go ahead and explain my thoughts on this, okay? So in Crimson Demon, you know, we want to get rid of our cards, and I think it's very important, but because of the fact that Crimson Demon can actually do an exceptional amount of damage and also can prevent us from healing, this play here I don't think is actually a really bad play. Personally, 9 times out of 10, knowing how Korean Cheeks play, I would probably just wait, you know, one rotation here, because the boss is not going to one-shot here. But I just want to throw it out there because I feel like once you get a chance to play, I know how Korean Cheeks plays here. Once you get a chance to play, you kind of know how they work, and like you can make some adjustments as you go here. So now this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a couple of cards here. Definitely want to go ahead and do this one. Let's go ahead and should we combine here, and I'll go ahead and get rid of this. So I want to save my damage dealing abilities here, because if we get lucky to get like a rank up card, and maybe he gets his additional go through card, that's going to be all rank 3 abilities for my what's it called, my Jericho, which is actually what I want here. So hopefully we got, okay, so we got it. This is exactly what we want here. We're going to let him know here to go to, you know, to get this done. We're going to let him know that we have it, and we're going to take full advantage of this here. Now, another situation that some people will do is they'll say, oh, hey, let me go ahead and rank up. Let me switch this card and let me go and get this out here. But there's no point in doing that. You might as well waste the damage healing skill, because you're going to waste a turn getting that in. So let's go ahead. We got, you know what, should we refresh it right now? Let's go ahead and wait one more turn here. And just be done with that here. So normally, you know, maybe we throw up the buffs and get it done, but since we already have still one more turn on it, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it done here. The only downside is that now we have, you know, three or two abilities here from Jericho. Again, this ability does 3 times more damage when there's a debuff on the opponent. I don't have that ability available, but as you guys can see, we're gonna get the kill here, and you know, hopefully between my cards that I get, and of course Korean Cheeks cards, we'll be able to do some work here. So let's go ahead and buff up. Let him know that we're buffing up here. We're gonna put that in. And I want to go ahead and waste, I think I want to do, it looks like he's going to go Demon Milios. He's going to put that Brain ability on. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do what I'm talking about, which is go ahead and I'm going to load up this rank 3. And then if we don't do enough damage, or if we do enough damage to take it out, then we're going to go ahead and be done with it. If not, though, I'll use my ult. And hopefully that'll be enough to clear phase 2 and then just get to the next one here. So funny enough, though, this is one of those scenarios where, you know, I probably should just get away with the whole taking advantage of the, you know, just using my gold cards or whatever. But like I said before, I want to go ahead and show you guys right now, since we didn't use that gold card, we didn't use that ult, the ult's going to get reshuffled. And this is going to work perfectly here. So once again, as you can see, we got the ult back here, just kind of showing you guys what we're talking about. Now we're going to go ahead and hopefully get that debuff on so that we could do a little bit more damage. And we're going to go ahead and do that here. So I don't know if the boss has enough mitigation. I hope that's not too low here. Yes. Okay. So we had enough here. My concern was, remember that his passive defense counter their stacks. So the higher his defense goes, the more likely your rank 1 abilities are going to miss. They're going to have that patience in there. So we were able to land it, and now we did a fair amount of damage here. And luckily enough, we're not going to have any issues with this specific boss here. But I'm really glad that you guys got a chance to see that. Now we're going to be pretty much done. We'll go ahead and use our ults here and pretty much finish it off. I don't think we're going to have any issues here. I think we still have, what, 2 more turns that we have here. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, we unfortunately he stole my attack buffs here, which is not going to be good. Obviously I have to go for my ults here. Let me just combine this just to get rid of this. Let's go ahead and we'll do, because he has it. I mean, I gotta go ahead and bring down the ult here. Let's do that. We'll do this ult here. We'll do this ult, and we'll be done with it. I think that should be it. I mean, I guess it just kind of probably depends if we get lucky there with the crit. If we can get lucky there with the crit, we'll be pretty much done, I think. Oh wait, you know what? We lost the attack, but probably not. Yeah. Probably not. Missed the crit. Yeah, you gotta love it here. Okay, so in this situation here, there's really nothing crazy to talk about here. I think I'll go ahead and I'm actually gonna go ahead and swap move those cards here. Well, if I have a chance to do it here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Demon Meliodas, you gotta carry me, buddy. We're messing up the videos. Hold on. Let's go. So I'm gonna rank it up, let him know what's going on. Let's bring it in, and then we'll go ahead and put that card in. He's probably gonna put in his Gother card. Let's buff up, and we'll go ahead and be able to finish it out here. So I guess I don't, again, the topic at hand is to talk about the stuff that gets overlooked. I hope that all of you guys watching understand the strength of stamps here. I feel like that's something that gets picked up real quick, but if you guys don't know about that, I think you go into your I think it's in the menu. I think you go into your I think you go into the menu, and then there's an option on the top to mid right there to set up your stamps here. Go there, take advantage of the free-to-play stamps to go ahead and utilize, so that you don't miss out on, you know, being able to communicate with your teammate here, and you know, obviously assist yourself for like getting this, you know, cleared a little bit easier. So all right, that should be enough damage. Oh nope, a little bit more. I like that uniform there. That's nice. All right, so there it is right there. Extreme boss done. Okay, Crimson Demon, literally the hardest current deathmatch match that we got going on right now. And again, even with the different types of plays that we did early on, you know, using the rank 1 card with the rank 2 to just provide us a little bit more sustainability between the buffs we get. Also with the ultimate shuffling the race 2 there, taking advantage of that. You know, again, a lot of things to learn, a lot of things to improve, but I hope that this was somewhat useful. Once again, if this was useful in any way, shape, or form, stop what you're doing, like the video. We have about 60% of our subscribers here that are watching 7 Deadly Sins content that actually are not subscribed to the channel. So literally, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys can show me your support, subscribing to the channel, I really, if I haven't told you guys already, I'm truly enjoying this game. I want to continue to make contents for this game. This is not my, normal main game, but if you guys keep on showing the support that I've been getting over the past several weeks, without question, I'm going to constantly push this game as hard as I can possible. Okay, so that's going to be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I think I already said it already. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for the 44th time, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.